Hey everyone! Welcome back to another exciting journey through history. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of two major players in Chinese history, the Zhou and Qin dynasties. These dynasties were like the rock stars of ancient China, leaving a huge mark on the world that still resonates today. Imagine a map of China, vast and diverse, filled with different regions, cultures, and innovations. The Zhou dynasty, which lasted for an impressive 800 years, basically set up the cultural and political foundations for this entire area. They introduced groundbreaking ideas like the Mandate of Heaven, a concept that justified the rule of the emperor and became a cornerstone of Chinese political philosophy. Then, boom! The Qin dynasty bursts onto the scene, ready to shake things up and make their mark. They were all about consolidating power and brought together all the warring states into one big, unified China, creating the first centralized empire. Even though their reign was relatively short, they definitely made a lasting impression, like building the Great Wall, which still stands today as a testament to their ambition and engineering prowess. Stick with me as we dive deeper into the incredible stories and legacies of these amazing dynasties. You won't want to miss it. Let's rewind to 1046 BCE, a time of great change and upheaval in ancient China. The mighty Shang dynasty is falling apart, its power crumbling under internal strife and external pressures. And the Zhou dynasty is rising up to take its place, bringing new ideas and leadership to the region. They ruled for almost 800 years, a period marked by significant developments in governance and culture. Unlike the Shang, the Zhou didn't want all the power in one place. They believed in a more decentralized form of governance. They split their land into smaller states, each ruled by a loyal lord, creating a network of semi-autonomous regions. Now here's a key idea: the Mandate of Heaven. This concept was central to their rule and legitimacy. The Zhou believed that rulers only had power if heaven thought they were good and deserving. This divine approval was crucial. It was like a cosmic thumbs up or thumbs down. If a ruler was just and virtuous, they had heaven's blessing. The Zhou dynasty was also a golden age for Chinese philosophy and culture, fostering intellectual and artistic growth. Big names like Confucianism and Taoism got their start during this time, shaping the moral and ethical framework of society. The Zhou dynasty set the stage for a civilization that valued order, being good, and learning. Education and virtue were highly prized. Their ideas about government and culture became super important to Chinese identity, influencing countless generations to come. Even though the Zhou dynasty started strong, time and ambition can mess things up. As the centuries went by, those smaller states started wanting more independence. The once unified kingdom broke apart into a bunch of warring states. This period, called the Warring States period, was a rough time in Chinese history. But guess what? Out of all this chaos, a new China was about to be born. All that fighting actually led to new ideas about war, government, and even philosophy. Get ready for the Qin dynasty. This was a time of great transformation and unification in ancient China. Coming out of the Warring States period, the Qin, led by Ying Zheng, later known as Qin Shi Huang, was a force to be reckoned with. His ambition and strategic brilliance were unmatched. This guy was a military genius and quickly brought all of China under his rule. His campaigns were swift and decisive, leaving little room for resistance. He got rid of the old system of smaller states and set up a central government. This centralization was key to maintaining control over the vast territories. Qin Shi Huang wanted a China that was uniform and under control. He believed that a unified nation would be stronger and more prosperous. He made big changes, like making sure everyone used the same weights, measures, money, and even writing system. These reforms were revolutionary and helped to standardize the economy and administration. These changes created a sense of shared identity. People from different regions began to see themselves as part of a larger whole, contributing to the stability and unity of the empire. Even though the Qin dynasty didn't last very long, they left a huge mark on China that we can still see today. Their most famous achievement is probably the Great Wall, a massive symbol of their ambition and engineering skills. It was built to keep out invaders. But the Great Wall isn't the only thing they're known for. They also developed a philosophy called legalism, which was all about a strong central government, strict laws, and total obedience to authority. The Qin dynasty totally changed the political and social landscape of China. The Zhou and Qin dynasties, even though they were separated by time, are like two sides of the same coin in Chinese history. The Zhou built the foundation of Chinese civilization. Their ideas, like the mandate of heaven, shaped how rulers and their people interacted. The Qin, with their drive for power and big changes, created a unified China. Their legalist system and central government became the model for China's imperial future. The influence of these two dynasties is woven into the very fabric of Chinese society.